Of all the Pokemon types, Normal type has actually kind of made my favorite over the years. While they may not get stab super effective moves against other types, Normal type typically has good coverage as an immunity to Ghost type and is really only weak to the Fighting type. This tends to make them very versatile and a solid addition to any team. Several of my favorite Normal type Pokemon come from Unova, so I thought it would be fun to try to Nuzlocke Pokemon Light with only Normal type Pokemon. The Nuzlocke rules I will be using are as follows. If a Pokemon faints, it dies. I only am allowed to play in set mode. You can only catch one Pokemon from each evolution line. I'm not allowed to overlevel for each gym. And I can use my starter to help level up my first Normal type Pokemon until they reach level 5. And no X items in battles. Seeing as I've never beaten a standard Nuzlocke in Pokemon Light, or in general, I don't really feel confident in my ability to win without healing items, with these even harder restrictions I have placed upon myself. Starting the game out, I select Snivy as my starter. I realized soon after that I just made the run significantly hard on myself, as Sharon would have a fighting type later on, and Bianca would eventually get a fighting type move in the form of Revenge on her Duat. Selecting either Oshawott or Tepig would have been better in terms of ease of difficulty. Regardless, I proceed to beat up their Pokemon and go to Route 1. I catch a pet rat I named Crackers after my very first Pokemon I ever owned, and I was hungry at the time. Crackers has the ability Run Away, which, while it won't offer us any in-battle benefits, I'll never have to worry about not being able to escape wild battles with Crackers around. On Route 2, Crackers finds us a Lillipup. Continuing the food theme, I named him Toblerone. Importantly, Toblerone has the ability Vital Spirit. While it won't do much for us right now as it is, Vital Spirit will eventually turn into Intimidate when Toblerone evolves into Herdier. This will become pivotal to several of my strategies later on. Before taking on the gym, we have to fight Sharon in the Trainer's School. While Crackers was able to take down his Tepig with ease, he was crit scratched by Sharon's Purloin. Our first Pokemon was our first death. Rest in peace, Crackers. So now Toblerone has to take on the entire gym by himself. I am very prepared for this run to die any minute. Because I chose Snivy as a starter, I had to face Chili as the gym leader. Another reason I found not to pick Snivy as the starter, as Chili's Pansear easily burns any berries used its move Incinerate, which makes the Oron berries that Sharon gave us right before this battle completely pointless. Thankfully, Toblerone crit tackles his Pansear to death while on 7 HP. Somehow, we got the first badge, and the run continues. I go to Route 3, since that is where the story continues. However, there is a set of twins blocking my path. At the time, I didn't know that I could encounter Audino yet. I thought that came after the Team Plasma sequence where Sharon introduces us to Darkgrass. So I pulled Crackers out for the fight for the sake of continuing forward. Whether or not this technically invalidates the run, I don't know, and quite honestly, I don't care. I didn't expect to beat it the first try, and I just wanted to gather more information as possible for future runs. After the Plasma sequence, I encountered a Pidove on Route 3, but in his excitement, Toblerone kills it. Thankfully, he reins it in for the Pidove outside of the forest. Taki joins the team. Personally, I don't actually like the Pidove line that much. I'm hoping this run will change my mind about them. I go back to the dream yard and walk until the grass rustles. Then, he appears. The one, the only, Audino! I welcome Vaughn to the team. While I would have preferred him to have Regenerator over Healer, Vaughn is beautiful just the way he is. While attempting to level up the team for Lenora's gym, I discovered that Timbers already have Rock Throw. Taki never got a chance to prove herself. Rest in peace, Taki. At this point, I am once again mentally considering the run dead, but I decided to continue to see how far I can get and gather extra information. After getting properly leveled, it's time to take on Lenora. With the power of love and some secret other power, Flan takes down Lenora's herdier with ease. However, she's not the scary Pokemon. Lenora's Watchog has Retaliate, which is stronger when used after the previous Pokemon fainted. I swapped to Toblerone to lower his attack with Intimidate, hoping he can live through it. However, for whatever reason, Lenora decides not to use her signature move, so I swap back to Flan to get the paralysis on the Watchog with his secret power. While Watchog does finish hypnosis, Flan immediately wakes up with the Chesterberry I gave him before the battle. I swap to Toblerone to lower her attack again and finish it off with Rock Smash. Second badge is ours. One of the hardest parts of the run has been avoiding overleveling. I'm not sure if this is just a white one thing or just because I don't have a full party. My party is constantly close to level cap before I even reach the gym. Thankfully though, I reached Burr with Flan and Toblerone both at level 23. I'd lead with Flan, hoping to paralyze his Whirlipede with secret power, and set up workups with Toblerone. However, Flan kills the Whirlipede instead of paralyzing it. Thankfully, Flan does paralyze his Dwebble on the first attack. Swap Toblerone, work up twice, and proceed to murder the Dwebble by smashing its Rock of the Shell. I risk way too many Razor Leaf crits with his Lobani, but somehow managed just to barely tackle it to death. Third badge is mine, having tempted our GG this way too much. Before going to Nimbasa, I stop at the Battle Company to get the EXP share, then fight Bianca and Sharon again. There's enough rival fights in this game that I don't feel the need to talk about all of them, but I would like to point out that Sharon's Pignite has Arm Thrust by now, but for some reason, he refuses to use it. Anyway, we reach Nimbasa, where Bianca forced me to go to the musical place. Some dude has me dressed as a Pokemon. Choose Flan, because women go crazy for a sharp-dressed Flan. If you don't know where that's from, I recommend going to listen to some ZZ Top. Able to catch another Pokemon. I named Minchino Pudding. Pudding has the ability Technician, which means that any moves with a power of 60 or less get 50% added power to them. After the hidden ability Skilling, this is probably Minchino's best ability, given that they're not tanky enough to really take advantage of Q-Charm. Pudding's main job for right now, though, is to siphon EXP away from Flan and Toblerone to keep them within the level cap. After our Ferris wheel date with N, where he traps us to tell us that he leads the evil crime organization, smart move on his part, I ride a bunch of roller coasters to battle Elsa. Elsa? I don't know, I always thought her name was Elsa because I never saw the second E in her name until recently. My plan is to lead with Flan, setting up a Reflect, and then paralyzing her Zebrastrika with secret power when she Volt switches into it. However, Elisa refused to switch into her Zebrastrika, Volt switching between her two Emolgas. After greatly wounding both Emolgas, I decided to just swap to Toblerone and kill them. However, before I can kill the second Emolga, Elsa swaps to Zebrastrika. This poses a problem, as I was hoping to intimidate the Zebrastrika or at least set up a Reflect before facing him. Swapping out could be dangerous since he knows Pursuit, so I decided to risk it and hope for the kill with a quick Claw proc. Thankfully, I got both. Toblerone barely survives the final Emolga's Volt Switch, and then kills it with Return. Somehow we got the 4th badge, meaning we now have half the badges we need to challenge the Elite Four. After another Sharon fight where he once again refuses to use Arm Thrust, I arrive in Driftvale and run straight to Route 6. Catch a Deerling, the destined one concerning Clay's Gym. I aptly name her Crepe, given crepe flavors are often seasonal in restaurants. Before challenging Clay, we clear Team Plasma out of the cold storage. Cold storage is a bit scary with the amount of timbers and girders the trainers on there have, but with an Intimidate from Toblerone and a Reflect from Flan, they become no match for my team. Using a shiny stone, I evolve Pudding into Chinchino. and then I prepare to fight Clay, who is honestly one of my favorite emulators, purely because of his accent. Creep OHKOs his Krokorok with a jump kick. Clay decides to bring out the big guns, sending out Excadrill. However, Creep crit jump kicks, killing him in one hit as well. I swap to Flan when Palpitoad is sent out and proceed to kill him with the power of friendship. This badge is ours in a very surprisingly easy fashion. To avoid overleveling, I avoid most of the trainers in Charged Cave and the Celestial Tower. Crave and Toblerone do evolve though from the trainers we do end up fighting. Using the move reminder, I teach Pin Rock Blast and Toblerone Ice Fang. We launch ourselves into a fight with Skyla. Toblerone crunches her Swoobat to its demise. Her Unpheasant tanks an Ice Fang while whipping up a Whirlwind, so I decided to swap to Flan to take the hit. With a return, Flan finishes off. I swap the Puddin while Skyla sets up an Aqua Ring with her Savannah. Puddin blasts 2 rocks at it, finishing off Skyla and claiming the 6th gym badge. Leaving Mistral City, Sharon challenges us to another battle. But now, his Pignite doesn't have arm thrust anymore. I never really used it, so I'm not really too worried about this fight. Sharon's Unpheasant goes down to a Rock Blast and Tail swap. I swap to Toblerone to intimidate his Pignite. Toblerone then returns his love to me by defeating Pignite. Sharon's Semi-Stage comes out. Seed-Bomb is apparently a lot scarier than I remember. After almost taking down Toblerone, I swap over to Flan. Flan almost kills his Semi-Stage, but is taken down at half HP. I'm then left with the dilemma of risking the stand to kill Semi-Sage or swapping. I decide to risk it, and it finally bites me in the ass as Flan dies. In hindsight, I should have swapped to Crepe since he has resistance to grass type moves. I swapped to Pudding to kill the Semi-Sage before the next Seed Bomb can hit. Her tail slap misses, giving me a mini heart attack. Thankfully the second one hits, killing Semi-Sage. Crepe kicks Sharon's cat, giving us the win, but at the cost of our suave, thick boy Flan. Rest in peace, Flan. Or Flan. Before reaching the next gym, we have to head through Twist Mountain. Turns out this mountain is very scary without an Unpheasant, as a lot of the trainers in here have fighting type Pokemon. Without Flan, I can no longer go for my strategy of Intimidate, Reflect, and Audino's general buffness. After intimidating a throw, I go for a return with Toblerone, but unfortunately he doesn't finish it off, and throw kills Toblerone with revenge. The goodest of good boys, the MVP of this attempt, has perished. I knew the end was near. Sure enough, I lose Crepe and Pudding soon after to a Swak and Girder, respectively. While they didn't get to shine as much as Fire and Toblerone, they did breathe new life in the team and gave hope for the run progressing. Now that they were gone, it was officially over. I had lost the Nuzlocke. Well, I got a lot further than I expected. If I ever do try it again, I need to try not to lose Pidove so early on. It should hopefully help with the Twist Mountain trainers, as it turns out I suck at dodging them. If I do decide to attempt this again as well, I'm hoping to at least make it to the Elite Four. I hope my failed attempt was at least mildly entertaining to watch. If you want to see a more successful run, I suggest watching Melons. I found his video after I'd already started my run and killed Crackers and Taki. He does like a way better job than I did, and was successful in actually completing it. Anyway, thanks for watching.